Hey, welcome back to the Crit Couch. I'm Michael.
And I'm Skyler.
We're playing Soul Blazer. I almost said Sky Blazer because that is actually a game and his name is Skyler. No, we were playing Soul... That legitimately almost came out of my mouth. So we're playing Soul Blazer and...
Skyler Blazer.
Skyler Blazer.
No, remember, you walk. Get to the right if you're not going to walk.
I don't wanna... I like how that rope is moving the conveyor belt.
Huh, that's actually kind of a neat detail.
Also, like, there are two opposing waterfalls going on here.
Look. Whoa, he's cool. He's like a little gargoyle.
Yeah, like, I wish I had some context for, like he's got these weird little, like, blue hair stalks or something.
Those are wings.
Maybe they are?
Yeah, like yeah, those are wings, man.
Oh, you know, okay, this gets back to, like...
Is your health red or blue?
Mine's blue. I've got an herb. It's fine. The herbs will get automatically used if I hit 0 life.
Oh, that's cool.
As long as they're equipped.
Sweet.
Which I have.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Yeah. This has come up a number of times, and like nobody's immune to it. It's kind of weird.
Oh, no. You've released the fleas.
Yeah. But yeah, see, the herb just got used. There's this weird thing where, like, with sprites especially, because you know you establish patterns and you just kind of assume something looks a certain way.
Yeah.
And actually I saw a thing on the gaming Reddit the other day where it was Aghanim from the Super Nintendo Zelda Link to the Past.
Aghanim?
Yeah, he's like the bad wizard. And so we just got the Dream Rod. That'll be important. But, you know, somebody made this post with kind of like a mock-up of... Yeah, you actually level in this game.
Just now realized you had experience.
Yeah. But
your sword at it.
But the whole thing that they had put up on this post was like, you know, this is how I used to see Aghanim, and they drew like a little like comic version of what they thought it was, and then they said, and this is what I was actually supposed to see when they realized what he actually was supposed to look like. And that is a very common thing, I think, among sprites and people who play games, because they are so compacted that if your brain, especially as a kid or whatever, yeah, releasing Ivy seems like the most exciting thing in the world. I was
gonna say, compared to like a whole bridge.
Yeah, like I released a weed
with my new mom.
But God, yeah. So literally for years, I always saw that as like blue hair until just now.
Yeah.
I always saw that as blue hair, and you know now I can't not see it as wings because it is clearly wings. But somehow my brain connected
Can you
it.
absorb shit with your sword?
Yeah, the little gems they'll move up to you.
Suck to you.
Yeah. So here I made myself a little shortcut back to the beginning. We're not going to do that just yet because we have... Wow, I cannot believe for years I just saw that as hair.
That really got you.
Well, but that's the thing, like... That's actually one of the first times that's happened to me, because for the most part... And this isn't like a toot my own horn thing, this is just like what it is. Like, for the most part, I've always seen sprites the way they were intended. So for that one to have, in my head, like, that's weird for me.
Yeah.
The Watermill Keeper.
You notice he has a little butt?
He does. A man's voice came from inside the watermill. Darn it, this stupid wheel. It's so hard to turn. I, like, decided to give him an accent midway through. And we're gonna do this because this is, like, the only time in the game you can talk to this guy. I'm an elevator invented by Dr. Leo. I cannot move unless the watermill is turning. Like,
Are all machines and plants...
There's a lot of, like, arbitrary stuff in this game that has a personality and a life.
I kind of dig it.
It's kind of interesting.
I really hope to God my chairs never talk to me, though.
Yeah, you know... Chairs... Everybody... Thank your chairs. They put up with a lot. And I don't mean that in the sense that, like you're putting extra strain on them, but, like, we've all, like, sat in a chair, like, in our underwear and stuff like that, and it's just like, these chairs, man, like...
Well, I thought you were gonna bring up that, like, your chair just recently broke or whatever. I was like, that's a PSA.
Oh yeah, well no,
Thank you,
that chair was a piece of shit. I am the guard of the bridge.
Well,
I guess it's not really necessary to guard. Yeah. Where do you live? This
the bridge.
This is the shop.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Give me my free herb.
I really like that he's like, I am the guard of the bridge. Actually, never mind.
Take whatever you need from my store. I only have medical herbs though. And Womp. Okay, fine.
Can you just get infinite?
Yeah. Most, if not all, of the towns have a place to get free herbs. But you can only ever carry one at a time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You do
But like, where does this
equipment?
dude live? The equipment slots are weird. Like, if you have that slot equipped, the little selection box just sticks there. So if you get another herb, it'll just stay. But
Hold on, go back to your inventory. What is that?
that's the dream rod we picked up that I said was important.
Okay.
But we like glossed right over it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably, to look at the description, a strange stick that enables you to look into a dream, which is not remotely creepy.
Okay.
But yeah, I returned to where do you live? Because we have the shop, we have the watermill, and we have my new house.
Well, of your mom.
Rotating this wheel will move the elevator in the underground castle. I am too weak to turn the wheel. Will you do it for me?
Can you do it?
This is the wheel. Will you try to turn it? Yes. Ed Womp turned the wheel. As the wheel started to turn, power was transmitted to the underground castle. Alright, dude.
That's a cool little. I like the little bell.
Oh, no wonder. I was turning it the wrong way. There's two ways,
You
man.
fucking
Like,
idiot. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, motherfucker.
by the way, don't you think this watermill is great? Yeah, if only it wasn't run by an idiot. There's two directions. All you have to do is try the other one. That's all you have to do. Just,
Yeah.
I feel like Magridd might have been right now. Like Magridd wasn't a wise man, but I don't know that he was wrong.
His behavior is very indicative of the people he probably grew up around.
Yeah. It's like maybe.
I'm still not over the lady.
Death Toll. There's this guy and a watermill, and like, will you just give me some gold for him? Because like, I
That's a
can't.
cool little elevator.
Yeah.
Or
It's also the only one of its type in the game. Like, they
course.
dedicated the sprite space to that one thing.
I gotta tell you, man, I love these little animated pineapples. What do we unlock? We unlocked a new car. Oh,
An
no.
old man.
That's-
Another old man that just lives in the grass.
I am one with nature.
I think that's the guy that teaches you how to like crab walk if you haven't read it in the manual.
How to crab walk?
That's what it's called, crab walking, like when you walk side to side like
Oh,
this.
wow,
Look at his
that-
little legs!
Yeah, holy crap.
Doot, doot, doot.
That's smooth.
No, yeah, like
I do. Like
one of those pineapples ran away.
If they
Hate pineapple.
they might hear me like chuckling a couple times in this
A goat!
because that is a goat.
Anyway, chuckling a few times.
Because like I just get such a kick out of you just holding your sword out and then things walking into it and dying.
You mentioned his little butt animation, and now like I can't like
Unsee his butt.
Well, his legs, like, they actually altered the shading on his butt.
Yeah. Your boy is thick. God, that water is still just.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's just like every time I like. It's fine if I just concentrate on like what's going on, but the second I just like intake the water movement, it's not like making me nauseous or anything. It's just one of those like, oh, so much emotion.
Yeah. I'd say that from a
Just a kill zone for you.
yeah. From a visual perspective, like I think it was a cool experiment that they worked with.
What is it called?
Lisa. You hear some light snoring coming from inside the house. I wonder what I am going to have to do.
Oh, is that what the dream rod's for?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. You were about to say something though?
Not
Nah, gone.
We released a tulip.
There's
So far, we've rescued 3 people and 3 flowers.
On a philosophical level, like there is something very kind of like all life is valuable about the fact that like a tulip can be stuck in the same space as a person, but on a functional level, like that tulip is going to tell me nothing of value. Versus like Lisa, who is clearly a plot element that I'm going to move further along the game. This is a really weird little spot right here. So you never see this stuff later in the game or anywhere else in the game. Like these pillars are unique sprites to this area. And when you step on the thing, on the seal, you release an architect, and this guy will actually build a wall around the town. And so I've never found confirmation as to whether or not like this is supposed to be kind of like a little, I guess, Easter eggy style indication of what, because the wall doesn't do anything. Like it's just a decorative thing. But it's kind of interesting, you know, how much talking about like the art assets and stuff for this also being kind of an early Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
You know, how much effort they put into stuff. And I realized like I'd started a thought about the water earlier, and it was in that same vein where like the water is this really super interesting thing where they were experimenting with what they could do, and it's a really cool effect for its time, but as is often the case with a lot of these kind of experimentations, you know, like you're getting the kind of motion weirdness with it, right? And so that's always kind of a consequence of trying to experiment.
Because see, it's not so bad right now when it's just sort of this like, there's just a little bit of it in the background. It's when there's like a ton of it.
Yeah, which early on...
boy, another vine.
Yeah.
Which just looks like a shortcut to nowhere.
I mean, that's how you talk to the old man in the tulip.
Oh, okay. I thought you could get to them from another...
Nope.
Good Womp released tool shop with their son. Oh, he's cute.
Like how she never mentioned her son beforehand. Like, she's just like, oh, thanks for releasing me.
How about my kid?
Like, do you just not care about your kid?
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Actually, we'll go talk to him in a minute. He's kind of a brat.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, you know, just like everyone in town's just like, Ed Womp, I like you a lot better. I kind of wish you were my kid instead.
Now it makes you wonder where the other lady's kid is.
She only has a husband. I don't think she has a kid.
Oh, she wants a kid.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was the case.
You are the
because you definitely don't release a child.
It's just dead under the basement.
Oh, dude. Damn. That chair has actually seen some shit. Like,
yeah, no wonder he's quivering with fear.
That's just like, I hope the chief doesn't come back. I saw what happened.
God, man, these little like red teleporter things are like Pringles cans. Once it pop, the fun don't stop. Okay, wow, that's a lot of fleas.
Yeah, the next one's even more intense.
Oh, it's just a cluster of oh shit.
It's actually the easiest one to beat because this is something I really love. Like your sword arc, like that whole thing
is a big arc.
Yeah, like there's a gigantic hitbox on that thing, and I love it when action RPGs have like
another ghost.
Yeah. have like accurate hitboxes to the visuals, because there's a lot of them where like the sword like it worked for the original Legend of Zelda with the sword like sticking out in front of you and whatever. But there's a lot of games that they take that approach, but the rest of the game isn't designed around what your hitbox actually is. Like this is kind of cool because one, they have this arced hitbox, but they actually have mechanics in place that allow you to work with that. So, you know, putting this enemy in this space, if I can only come at it like this, I mean, yeah, I can absolutely beat that enemy just coming at it head on. But the fact that they give me this crab walk means I can purposefully manipulate where that hits, because the sword has this delay time at the end that lets me sometimes actually clip a second hit into something depending on when it moves.
Interesting. Now, do you feel like that's gaming the system to do it like this, or do you feel like that is the tool it gave you?
You know, that's a really good question, because I feel like
another goat.
Nope, tulip.
Second best thing.
I feel like there had to be some intent behind it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they had to know to some degree that it does feel deliberately engineered, especially with the way some of these little spaces are built, like this little spot right here. Now, this wall is going to open up after I release this as a shortcut back, but...
Release the dragon. Oh, another gym.
Yep. But just the way a lot of this stuff is set up.
I just realized there's a little face in the furnaces. See it? He's like, yeah. There's a little. Here, get him on the screen. I'll point to it.
Kind of. Yeah, I think I kind of see
like
it.
eyes and a little.
Yeah. Kind of see it. Well, actually, next time on Quick Catch, we're gonna take care of those pineapples. I hate pineapples. No, we're not gonna take care of those pineapples. I can't get to them yet. Next time on Quick Catch, we're gonna find out how to get to those pineapples.